Hi, my name is Zach Parry. I'm an attorney with Lawyers Plus, answering more of your burning legal questions. Today's question is a sports question having to do with your rights as the victim of a foul ball. So you can probably imagine you're sitting at a ball game, enjoying the game. Your team hopefully is winning. You stop to buy some nachos, or you're not paying attention to the game for one moment. There's a foul ball. It hits you. You're injured. Terrible end to a ball game. That's worse than your team losing. So what are your rights? Well, unfortunately, you aren't in a very strong legal position. Here's why. This is part of the category of negligence called premises liability, where you are subjected to some dangerous condition on someone else's property. Of course, at the ball field, that dangerous condition is the fly ball. However, there is a doctrine called assumption of risk. And what assumption of risk says is that when someone understands the risks of a certain activity and they undertake that activity in spite of the risks, they are assuming the risks, right? And in Nevada anyway, that operates to excuse the landowner, in this case the ball field, from any duty they owe to you, duty being one of the things you have to prove in a negligence case. So to put that in more simple terms, if you go to a ball field, you are on notice that there might be fly balls, so you better watch out, because if it hits you, you're on your own. The ball field is not responsible in most cases. There are certain very limited exceptions, narrow exceptions. For instance, there was a case, I think in Kansas, there was a man who had been going to this certain ball field for years, and it was part of the tradition and entertainment that the mascot would pull out a hot dog cannon and would shoot hot dogs into the crowd. And there was a guy who'd been to, I think, over 100 of these home games. He knew there was a hot dog cannon, but when it hit him in the eye and injured him, the court said, no, this is not the type of risk he assumed, even though he knew there were flying hot dogs in this ball field. So he was actually able to recover for that. So that's different than a fly ball. With a fly ball, almost universally, if not 100% universally, the courts across the nation say, including in Nevada, that if you are a visitor to a ball field, you are on notice that there might be fly balls. On the flip side, there are rules that require the owners of a ball field to provide some limited seating where there's netting or some sort of protection. So that way, the people who go to the ball field, if they really are anxious about being hit by a fly ball, they can go and they purchase seats behind this netting where the risk of a fly ball is either greatly reduced or nil. So, bottom line, you go to a ball field, chances are, if you get hit by a ball, you're on your own. And in most cases, if you were to sue for injuries from a fly ball, you would lose. Stay legal.
Lawyers Plus, we earn your trust.
Do you need to speak with a lawyer? If so, call one you'll actually like.